Good morning. Winter has swept across the United States, bringing dramatic weather stories from coast to coast. This isn't just a dusting of snow. Major systems are disrupting daily life for millions. From heavy mountain snow to biting cold on the plains, this season is already one for the record books. Meteorologists have tracked a significant shift. The jet stream has plunged south, letting Arctic air pour in. It's like opening the freezer door on a national scale, setting the stage for snowstorms, ice, and dangerously low temperatures. Families are waking up to transformed landscapes, but for adults, it means digging out cars and braving tricky roads. The beauty of fresh snow is undeniable, but the challenges are real and require preparation. This is a time for communities to come together and help each other out. The impacts stretch from the Pacific Northwest to New England, with each region facing unique winter challenges. In the West, it's massive mountain snow. In the Midwest, brutal cold. And in the East, the threat of nor'easters. We'll break down these stories so you know what's happening in your area. Stay tuned as we cover the most significant winter events unfolding right now. Whether you're in the heart of the storm or watching from afar, this winter is making its mark. Let's dive into the details and see how the nation is coping. Winter is here, and it's not holding back. The headline event is Winter Storm Titan, a massive system that started in the Rockies and swept east, bringing blizzard conditions to the northern plains. North and South Dakota came to a standstill as howling winds and blinding snow took over. Behind Titan, a polar vortex has plunged Arctic air deep into the central U.S., sending temperatures 30 to 40 degrees below average. This cold is dangerous. Frostbite can occur in minutes. Around the Great Lakes, relentless lake-effect snow is burying cities like Buffalo and Erie under feet of snow, overwhelming local resources. Meanwhile, the East Coast is bracing for a potential nor'easter, with major cities from D.C. to Boston on high alert. These storms can rapidly intensify, bringing heavy snow, strong winds, and coastal flooding. The storm track is still uncertain, but the potential for disruption is high. This combination of active storms and record-breaking cold is what makes this winter so impactful. Let's look at which regions are getting hit the hardest. The upper Midwest and northern plains are enduring the harshest cold. Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, and the Dakotas are frozen solid. Daily life is on hold as people stay indoors and landscapes freeze. In the Rockies, it's all about snow. Ski resorts are thriving, but avalanche risks are high and communities battle to keep roads clear. The Great Lakes region faces staggering lake-effect snow, with some towns buried under 4 feet, while neighbors see only flurries. This sharp cutoff is a hallmark of lake-effect storms. In the east, the Mid-Atlantic and New England are watching the coast for a possible nor'easter. Cities like Philadelphia, New York, and Boston are preparing for heavy snow, strong winds, and potential power outages. Each region faces its own winter battle, but all are united by the severity of this season. Residents are bracing for more, hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. The scale and variety of these impacts are what make this winter so remarkable. Let's look at the numbers behind these events. The statistics tell a powerful story. The numbers this winter are staggering. Upstate New York has seen over 60 inches of snow in just 48 hours, while Colorado ski resorts report over 100-inch bases. In northern Minnesota, air temperatures have dropped to 35-degree Fs, with wind chills as low as 60-degree, life-threatening cold. Major cities like Chicago and Minneapolis are seeing negative double-digit lows. Wind chill warnings and advisories cover more than 50 million people across a dozen states. At one point, winter weather alerts stretched unbroken from Idaho to Maine, over 2,000 miles. Power demand is breaking records as people crank up the heat, straining the grid. Over 5,000 flights were canceled in a single day due to snow, ice, and wind. These numbers highlight the scale and intensity of this winter's impact. Staying informed and prepared is more important than ever. Now, let's see how cities and communities are responding. Preparation is key, and cities are mobilizing on all fronts. Salt trucks and snowplows run around the clock in places like Minneapolis and Chicago, keeping emergency routes open. Schools are closing or switching to remote learning, And businesses encourage working from home. Warming centers are open for those without adequate heat, and volunteers are checking on vulnerable neighbors. State governments have declared emergencies, freeing up resources and activating the National Guard for rescues and supply runs. Travel bans are in place on some highways to prevent motorists from getting stranded. This coordinated response, from local crews to state officials, is essential for managing a crisis of this scale. Community spirit shines as neighbors help each other through tough times. The focus is on safety, flexibility, and resilience. These efforts are making a real difference in keeping people safe. Let's talk about what you can do to stay safe and warm. Personal preparedness is just as important. To stay safe, dress in layers, base, insulation, and waterproof outerwear. Don't forget hats, gloves, and scarves. At home, check your heating system and use space heaters safely. Keep them away from flammable items and never leave them unattended. Make sure smoke and carbon monoxide detectors are working. If you must travel, pack a winter survival kit. Blankets, warm clothes, flashlight, food, water, and keep your gas tank at least half full. Let someone know your route and ETA, and if stranded, stay in your vehicle for shelter. Shoveling snow? Take it slow and stay hydrated. Cold weather strains the heart. Check on elderly or vulnerable neighbors. A simple call can save a life. These steps can make all the difference during extreme weather. Stay alert to changing conditions and follow local advisories. Preparedness is everyone's responsibility. Now, let's look at how travel and daily routines are being affected. The disruptions are widespread. Here's what you need to know. Travel chaos is widespread. Thousands of flights canceled at major hubs like Chicago, Denver, and Detroit. Road travel is treacherous, with major interstates closed and motorists stranded. Even city streets remain unplowed for days, making basic errands a challenge. Stores are cleared of essentials as people stock up, and pharmacies work to deliver medications. Mail delivery is suspended in some areas for safety. School closures force parents to miss work, and hourly workers lose pay when roads are impassable. Businesses lose revenue and snow removal strains city budgets. The economic impact is significant and the effects can linger for weeks. Severe weather disrupts every aspect of daily life. Let's see what's ahead on the weather map. Looking ahead, the Midwest will see a gradual thaw as the core of the cold lifts north, but snow and ice remain. The main concern is a developing nor'easter set to impact the Northeast this weekend. Cities from DC to Boston should prepare now. The storm's exact track will determine who gets the heaviest snow. Out west, another storm brings rain to the Pacific Northwest, and more snow to the Cascades. California stays mostly dry, but the northern west remains stormy and cold. Mountain snowpack is building, which is good for water resources, but means continued travel challenges. Tips for the coming days. Stay informed, charge your phone, and get supplies before storms hit. Watch for refreezing at night as snow melts during the day. Even as the worst cold recedes, winter is far from over. Stay cautious and prepared. We'll keep you updated as the situation evolves. Let's wrap up with some final thoughts on preparedness. This winter reminds us of the power of nature and the importance of being prepared. We've seen record cold, historic snow, and travel chaos, but also resilience and community spirit. Review your emergency plans, have a kit, extra food and water, and know where to find help. Preparedness empowers you to handle whatever comes. Weather connects us all, from Buffalo to Boston, and brings out the best in people. These events cross state lines and unite us in shared experience. Appreciate the simple things: a warm home, a safe family, and a helping hand. Stay safe, stay warm, and check on those around you. We'll continue to track the latest developments for you. For now, that's the latest on our nation's winter weather. Take care, and we'll see you soon. And